situated while we wait. All right. Hey, what's going on? Happy New Year. All right, I'm trying to get myself situated so we can get started, y'all. All right, so let's see. Okay. Grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is that you like. Get comfy. And let's get to some real truth. Let's see why your person came into your life. Let's see what's really going on. Thank you guys so much for being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like the reading, give me a thumbs up. Help your girl out. Okay, so we're going to be pulling for a couple of decks because I kind of want to see what's going on. I feel like I want one more though. I want to pull a couple messages for y'all. Well, my lacy is back too. Okay. If you guys could see all that I have going on here, because I want to try to get some answers. So, okay. Let's see. Why did your person come into your life? Let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, Holy Spirit, give me truth and clarity for the collective at this time. Why did their person come into their life? What is it that they need to know? What is the purpose? What is the purpose behind the person coming into their life? Whoever it is that is on their mind, Holy Spirit. Let's see what's going on. All right. So I'm going to do a quick spread. Then I'll go into Oracle and I'll kind of jump back and forth for clarity and stuff like that. And we'll use some clarifiers and stuff. But let's see. All right, Holy Spirit. Why did the collective's person come into their life? What is it that they need to know? What do they need to understand about this? Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. See, there was something that told me to do this message. I was asking early this morning. I said, okay, I know I'm going to be sitting down this evening. I'm going to be doing a collective reading. What does the focus need to be? And instantly, the first thing was, like, one, let's do a love reading. And two, why did they come into their life? Why? What was the reason? And with the Wheel of Fortune here, this tells me this was predestined. There was a change that needed to happen in your life. For some of you guys, it was about your spiritual awakening. It was bringing you closer to spirituality or getting you to focus on, or you could be doing this for them. Take it how it resonates. But there's something about them needing to wake up to how energy works, okay? So let's say you meet this person at a time, because we do have the Five of Cups here. I feel like this was a person that came into your life at a time where you could have really been questioning a lot about life. Like, why is it that all these people keep doing the same thing? Like, you keep meeting the same type of person, just in a different bodysuit, you know? I also feel like you could have just been going through disappointments at the time. It could have been like friends and family that could have been causing you some heartbreak, but you just felt like you were drained. Like, I just keep giving and giving and giving. Like, when am I finally going to get the one? And for some of you, it may not have looked the way you thought it was going to be, right? We tell ourselves a lot of times, like, our person needs to be a certain way, or if it's right, it's not going to hurt, or we're not meant to, like, it should be easy. None of that is true. None of that is true. But for whatever reason, we tell ourselves that love should be easy and it shouldn't come with obstacles and they should just get me, and none of that is true. When somebody is truly meant to be in your life for your soul's growth, they're going to challenge the hell out of you. And it's literally going to pull you to God and make you go, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? And what is it about this person that makes me feel like I need to do something different. Because that's what it is. When you have somebody in your life, that Wheel of Fortune, like spirit is stepping in to put this in place. Whatever this is meant for you to really grow from it, right? His hands are dirty. They're covered in dirt, or her. Take it how it resonates. There's no gender in tarot, but their hands are dirty, okay? So this is telling me, if spirit is giving you something, they're wanting you to sow this seed. This is something that they want you to allow to grow, but it's a seedling, right? These little roots, it still takes time. You are literally transplanting a plant into the ground. You have to make sure the temperature is right. You got to make sure the acidic level is right. There's enough sun. Don't overwater it. Like there's so much care that is involved for putting a seedling into the ground. For my gardeners, yeah, no. So I feel like with the same care, Spirit is calling you to treat the situation the same. Here's the thing, you're going to expect this person to either do the same things as everybody else, or you feel like this person is too familiar. There's something about this where it feels like, what? Like, I feel like this could be it, but they kind of give me the vibe of everybody else. And it's because it's really forcing you to look at yourself and look at the parts of yourself that fear love, the parts of yourself that feel like, oh crap, this person is just going to use and abuse and I'm going to be abandoned again. Or to look at the fact that, I can choose to be here, look at it from the brightest side, not be so pessimistic when it comes to love or relationships, and just try to enjoy every experience as you go. Like every day, you're going to be meeting a new version of this person. Approach it that way. And I feel like it's going to challenge the hell out of you. It really is. And then I say it's like you're going to want to go with God. Look, with the Hermit, you really have to go within when you're dealing with this connection. I could be talking to like a twin flame union, or a really deep soul connection, because that's the energy that I'm getting. There's something about telepathy. You're not going to have to say much. This person is just going to know. You could sit here and pretend to be fine, and this person is like, you lie. You lie, you lie. But there's something about you knowing. It's like you having an inner knowing that there's something different about this person. Okay? Tell me more, Spirit. We have the Fool, a brand new beginning. Now, y'all saw how my cards just fell out like that? I feel like you tripped into this person. Like, you could have been in a position where you're like, I'm not even focused on this, and this person just shows up out of nowhere. And I feel like this is a brand new beginning for you. Like, Spirit wants you to take this and try something completely different. And there's an amethyst that is in her hand. So not only are you needing to trust your intuition and really build a connection with Source when it comes to this, you're going to be questioning a lot. You're going to really be reaching out, like Holy Spirit or universe, whatever it is that you believe in, right? But you're really going to need to come to self and say, hey, listen, I feel like there's something different. This person is making me think different. They're making me do things differently. And it's challenging the hell out of you or me, but there's something in this that makes me feel like I need to go on this journey. I need to embark on this. I can't really give this up quite yet, because there's something about this that feels like it was blessed by God. Like this opportunity was put into my lap. I need to take this seriously. When the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's about taking something seriously here. We have the Seven of Cups, and there's something that's going to tell you, or there's something about this person that makes you think, if I invest in this, I'm going to get bit. But if I don't invest in this, I'm going to miss something that could have been really wonderful. I just have to see how much. It's like analysis paralysis. You start thinking about every which way that things could go wrong, that you get stuck, and you're like, I don't know how to come out of this. I'm going to just keep doing it the same way. And Spirit is stopping that, because this is crossing the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something about this type of mentality that comes to an end, and you're really starting to analyze your emotions. You're starting to analyze the person, I feel like, that you are, and also how you feel when you're around the person. How does this person make you think? What is this? How does your body respond to this person? Like, you're really looking at things from a different level. Like, how, okay, when I'm sitting with this person, am I tense or am I relaxed? Does this person make me feel at home, or do I feel anxiety ridden? Like, and then is it even this person, or is this just what I'm used to? And how do I break out of this? So there's something about this connection that feels like it's it's really making you take a look at yourself, and this can kind of be a little difficult for you. I also feel like you could be trying to compare this person to people from the past to see, are you losing your mind? Like, is this in your head or is this real? The world, I'm telling you, this is what's coming to an end. So this person was really brought here to make you look at yourself differently. Yeah, possibilities here. They want you to give yourself a chance to really, like, it feels like, give yourself a chance to love. They want you to kind of flow with this. Like, yeah, it could be a risk, but some risks are worth the adventure. They want you to look at it from that standpoint. Like, if you don't ever try, you're going to regret the fact that you never did anything. You're going to regret the fact that you never fully experienced love, joy, happiness. And that's exactly what this card is talking about. It's surrounded in love and excitement for trying something new and being adventurous, right? Because a part of you have to move through a little bit of fear when you go to embark on a new journey in love. And I feel like there's something about this that feels young, and not young like you two could be young, but young as if there's so much to learn. There is so much within this connection that you needed to learn. And that's why it feels like you guys share a way of thinking, or you guys have very similar like battles. It's just that one person is experiencing it in a more 3D earthly way, and one is experiencing it more on a more spiritual kind of level. So if your abandonment wounds are because of like maternal paternal things, right, your mother, your father, things like that, or friends, family, peace, loved ones who passed away, things like that, and you're concerned about somebody leaving your life, it's like this is making you turn to the most high. This is making you turn to your spiritual practices more. And then you have someone that's like, they're trying to learn how to read a person, how to understand the person, how to it's like, how can I bring the best version of them out? And it's two different ways of working together, where one is working on the spiritual and one is working on the physical, but you guys have a common goal. That's what this feels like. Tell me more. Yeah, and I feel like, I'm telling you, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you, and it's gonna make you want to walk away from this. Or this person is could be really hot and cold with you. This doesn't feel like somebody who is playing around. This feels like, oh my God, this is so much, and this is so new, and this kind of scares me. So I need to create space until I can figure it out. This is somebody that's trying to weigh their options, but this doesn't feel like with other people. This feels like, is this something? Because let me tell you something. When you got somebody that really don't play about you, it's not about wondering if there's other people that are better for them. It's wondering if they're good enough for you. And you have somebody questioning that. They're questioning whether they rock with you, and if you're like, because they see something in you here with the Ace of Pentacles. They feel like this is a risk worth taking, but a part of them feels like, okay, God, this isn't exactly what I thought it was. It was great. Everything felt good. It was fun. And then shit got real. I had to see the second version of this person, right? You dated, everything was fun and light. Then you got in a little bit deeper, and now you're like, oh shit, this, now I'm seeing multiple sides of this person. Okay, let's see. Do we need to pivot? Is this going to work? Is there something I can do to make this person feel safe? Is there something they can do to make me feel safe? They start to analyze, and I feel like you're doing the same thing. There's a mirrored effect that's going on here. And this is about getting you guys to the next phase. There's a lot to do with first of all, we got too many major arcana here. So there's a lot to do with your process of healing. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. foundation. Yo, I kid you not. This is about the soul's journey. They want you to establish a strong foundation. So there's something that has to get wiped clean, and it's going to feel like it's harder. Like, why is it that we are going through a lot of this stuff now? And I feel like God is trying to show you, if you really want long-term security, you get through the heavy stuff now. We're gonna go ahead and no, there's not gonna be no cute butterfly and honeymoon stages. No, we're gonna have fun and it's gonna be adventurous, and you're gonna be able to have all of those things, but you're also going to learn and grow and challenge, and it's gonna feel like it's happening from the beginning, the foundation. And I feel like this establishes a level of, it's like a different version of security within this connection. This is something that stays with you. I also feel like you probably may have known this person before. Yeah, yo, look at this. We have clarity, truth, and honesty here. I'm telling you, thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. There's something about this person because there's a camera here, right? So when we take a picture of a person, we're usually doing this because we want to keep the memory alive, right? This is something we want to always be able to look back at and say, oh my God, this person, I remember this moment. I remember this. There's something about this connection that feels familiar. I keep feeling that energy here. And it feels like this is happening because like you guys had to come in this lifetime, you guys had to come together. Let's clarify the world, Spirit. Why the world? We have the Eight of Wands. So there's something about this. So I'm getting two things. One thing, there could have been some heartbreak in the past. This connection is meant to heal, either like, because I'm feeling past life energy. So I'm not sure if someone could have been wrongfully executed. Okay, someone could have been taken out of someone's life too soon in the past life. I feel like the reason why things are speeding along in this life is because you're supposed to experience a different version of this person in this life. So it feels like everything is being sped up. You may have even received some sort of communication about this person. It could have felt like, it's crazy because I don't know if y'all can hear the music or not, but this is such an old song that's playing, and that's why it's making me feel this way. Like, it's crazy. I love the confirmations though. But this just feels like the conversations that you guys have, the movement, the way in which your relationship has either moved through, or because for some of you, you're already in the thick of this. For others of you, this is somebody that's either getting ready to come into your life, or you guys could have been on this on and off stage, like you're not quite sure, but you can't stay away. But it's not like, it doesn't feel toxic. It just feels like they could be going through things and you're going through things and you're trying to make space for them, but everything just feels so heavy. That's what this feels like. Okay. And it feels like whatever it is trying to push you guys forward, but you have to kind of do it together. Like everybody has to play their part here. That's what this feels like. But I feel like the way you're supposed to experience this person, it's like they want to speed things along. Why am I feeling that, Spirit? Why do they need to speed things along? Why are things feeling like it's being fast forward? Yo, because I'm telling y'all supposed to get to the good part. There's something that you're supposed to be creating for one another, or you're supposed to be creating within one another. Some of you, you're supposed to have a family with this person, a marriage. But I feel like, or you could be coming together to work together, and this is what sparks I don't know. It's like, again, it feels like a sense of safety and security. So you could be building something with this person that is going to stand the test of time, because I'm getting Ten of Pentacles energy. But there's something about this that's destined. Like you have an ancestor that spoke to their ancestor and they said, listen up. we're gonna have to find a way to bring this together, and it ain't gonna be easy. There's gonna be a lot of emotions, there's gonna be some hard times, but we still got other ways, and we're gonna have to figure it out. Like that's what it feels like. We're gonna have to figure it out, but this needs to happen. Lit. Okay, so if y'all been with me and long enough, King of Cups for me is the ancestor card. We have the King of Cups with the Temperance and the Ace of Cups. Like that's literally the divine coming in to balance some things out. Archangel Michael coming in to help you fight your battles to make it happen, and the ancestors working together to bring this into fruition. And there's the Ten of Cups. I wish I was making this stuff up. This is so crazy. I did not know that this is what type of reading I was about to sit down and do, y'all. I know y'all probably think that like we just what's the most trending topics? No. Something moved me to do this type of reading, and it's because somebody needed to understand. You could be going through a difficult phase within your marriage, or a difficult phase within your relationship, or you're wondering where the hell this person is because they keep going in and out of your relationship, or they keep, they pull you in and then they push you away. There's something about this where when it comes together, this is going to be beautiful, but it doesn't come without challenges. And I need you to know that that's the reality of the world we live in. Nothing is appreciated without a little bit of difficulty. You like there is no what's his name? Is it Carl Jung? I forget his name. But there's something about his philosophy. He says there's no way to experience happiness without sadness. You can't experience joy without despair or some sort of disappointment. Like you have to have the contrast to in order to appreciate the good moments. And I feel like if it was good all the time, you'd be bored. You wouldn't appreciate the person as much. If they weren't there to help you out of things, or to help you see things a little more clearly, to be the rock for you in moments where you feel uncertain, none of this would be worth it. But that doesn't mean that they don't irritate you every time they leave shit on the floor. It doesn't mean that they don't irritate you every time you tell them to go to the store and they always forget those two items, and you're like, every time you forget the damn bread, every time I got to tell you to get the milk. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of what this is. So it's like you have somebody that's here to help you. And I feel like you're also being called to just like sit with God. In moments where you're not sure of where this is going, in moments where you're not sure where this relationship is supposed, like, do I continue to invest? Because for some of you, you're gun-ho about this relationship and everything is great. And then you have a moment of doubt and you go, oh my God, is this really what I need? Is this really what I want? Am I sure? Am I sure they're for me? And then boom, you start questioning, should I leave this? Should I stay? Should I go? Because you start thinking like, you know too much. We've been down this road before. Or you start to feel like when you pull yourself away and there's a little bit of distance within the relationship, like, well, I guess it's not working. And Spirit is like, or am I working through you? Am I creating a transformation? Like sometimes a little bit of distance can give us the it's like foresight, right? It gives us a bit of clarity to make us go, okay, what am I doing that I can improve on? Because for some of you, I feel like sometimes when you get distant, you can get cutting with your words. Just being honest. You could start looking at the world like, I could do better by myself. For this, I'd rather figure it out. Like I could be talking to someone that is really hyper independent. The Queen of Swords is hyper independent. The Queen of Swords knows that she's going to be okay. She knows that she will always find a way through because she's been there, done that, right? Once you get to the Queen of Swords, you were already at the Queen of Cups, where you invested all your love into someone, sometimes to your own detriment, and then you feel like, damn, this person really took advantage of me. I was manipulated as hell. Like, I can't believe I let them manipulate me in this way. And then you go to you meet someone new and now you're like, let me be cautious about how much I love and how much I give. Boom, now you move into the the Queen of Pentacles and you're like, oh, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready to settle down. This person gets it. You do that. And now this person feels like you are a bump on the log and they don't give you enough time and energy. So you're like, won't do that again. Now you're like, okay, I done been the Queen of Cups. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I know I could be in a relationship. I know that I'm a good woman, a good mother. Now you move into your Queen of Wands phase and you feel like I'm that bitch or I'm that dude. I'm fine. I'm educated. I have my money. I have a good life. I take care of myself financially. I'm good. And because you've been through some pain, you saw God, right? You've kind of been like, God, what the heck is going on? I don't understand this. You could be a little like promiscuous, right? Because now you want to have fun. You get to that point where you done been through 2 relationships and they don't hurt you. You're like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go have fun. I'm not gonna worry about none of that other stuff because I already know where it takes me. And then you try that to have fun and you realize you need substance. You need actual substance. You need actual connection. And then you reach the Queen of Swords because you now know better. You know that you can be by yourself. You know that you can have your fun. You know that you can be a wife and you know that you can be loving and nurturing. You have everything you need to be the wife, the mother, the seductress that you need to be for a husband. And men who are watching, take this and flip the roles, right? You could do the same thing. You know how to be out here all charismatic and smooth talking and all that, right? You know what to do to be a good man, a good husband, a good provider, and all of those things. You reach your emperor status, right? So once you learn all these things and you go through this journey and you get to this point, you're not taking no shit. You're not just taking what is offered to you. You have the table and you're at that point where you're like, well, what do you do to add to this? Because I bring the table and the chairs, baby. You bring in the decorations? You gonna switch out my tablecloth every week? Because I like to switch my decor around. You gonna help me fix the mix? Because nothing's perfect, right? You're gonna help me get all these scratches out of it. Like you're really analyzing every little thing about this person. Will I be okay with the way you breathe next to me at night? Like you're really focused because you've been through so much. So there's something about this connection where the minute something goes wrong or the minute you feel like somebody's not 100% invested or 100% interested or something, you start to go, oh, do I break free? Do I need to be here? And I feel like your guide is telling you, or is there something about you that you need to look at differently? We need a perspective change. Because it's not about all that you've been through, it's about where you're going. And I feel like you've been so focused on having to figure out who you need to be in relationships, you need to figure out who you need to be for where you're trying to go. And there's something about this person that's really bringing this to light. Here's the kicker though. While you're starting to understand who you are and the space that you're in, you're having someone question everything about themselves. And it's because they are, I don't want to say getting on the journey, but they're starting to break through a new level of an awakening. And this is setting them up for like realignment with you. Because you go through moments in your relationship where you kind of, one starts to fall a little bit behind and they get back up. And I feel like there's something about this that needs to be realigned. Yeah, look, conflicted here and then beginnings. So there's something about this where it's like on and off, or you're having to figure out where it is that you keep hitting the same bumps. What part do you keep hitting the same bumps? And when you really care about a connection, you start focusing on those little things. So what's this new beginning? Because we have the new beginning twice. What's this new beginning, Holy Spirit, within this connection? So there's something about you guys breaking free from the runner-chaser vibes. Once you get through that point, and that's what I tell y'all, this feels heavily like twin flame, past life. There's something about this because once one starts to really start feeling themselves, it's like it sucks the energy from the other one. Instead of you guys working together and building, one starts to feel depleted because they feel like they're questioning everything. and they go to run because it's like, oh, this is too much. And the one that's feeling really confident and stuff like that, they're like, well, I'm not going to chase. I'm going to keep building on me. And that's the space you're needing to be in, because the other one is going to come back and go, okay, I don't need to run. They're not going to chase. I don't have, so I can't run if they're not going to chase. Somebody is stopping the cycle. And it's happening, like it literally says cycles on here. It's literally happening in this life. For some of you guys, this is the year that you really start to break free from this. And it could have taken a long time, but it's something about the way that you guys could have possibly started the connection. It could have been like really, really hot and heavy, a lot of chemistry and stuff like that. But you guys got to understand that after a certain amount of time, passion will only get you so far. You actually got to learn your person. You actually got to want them. So tell me more about this past life energy. Commitment here. Didn't I talk about the chasing? Oh my gosh, I can't. Somebody is like, I'm at this point, I want to build. At this point, I can't just keep chasing passion. I need to focus on what matters. So somebody is invested. Somebody is like, they're making promises to you for marriage. And with the Four of Wands here, someone could be getting engaged soon, or someone is getting married, or you could already be married. But it's like a new level of wanting to work through this. Because this feels like a working through. And I like it though. I'm here for it. Because there's a level of, it's like you guys have a different kind of spark. And there's something about whenever there's a lull in activity, it takes one thing for the spark to just reignite everything. And it's like, you know exactly what to do or exactly what to say to bring this back. And this person is like, it's you. You do it every time. You do it every time. There's something about you that really makes this all worthwhile. So tell me more about this past life connection. Why is the commitment so strong? Why is the connection so strong for the collective? So we have the Ten of Wands here with the Four of Cups, and we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck with the Emperor. You know what this was? First of all, somebody could have really battled with something in their past. Something had a hold on them. Or this was, because I'm hearing cause and effect. So this was karma. At some point, somebody paid some sort of karma. And this, or there was a person. There was a person that they couldn't let go of, not realizing. Like there's always a person that stands in the way. There's always a person that stands in the way. And that's why that High Priestess energy kept coming up. Because the very person that's standing in the way will portray themselves to be everything that you need, but not what your soul needs. And they'll be just good enough where you're like, I feel so bad if I don't stay. Because they're just so good. And what if on the other side it's not better? But there's something about that person that kept them trapped. But it was like mentally. This could have been societal pressures. Because there's something about like either you or them always longing to be here, to be in this little bubble, always longing. They knew it was just around the corner. They just couldn't turn their back to look at it because they were so focused on all the wrong things. Everything that they wish they could have. This is crazy. For some of you guys, you could have went through 3 failed relationships before this one comes along. And it could be a burden. And that's how like the enemy works, right? And when I say the enemy, I just speak of like the shadow side of love, the shadow side of light, the shadow side of good, right? So whenever you're trying to focus on the good, you're always going to have the whispers, right? You're always going to have you could be so motivated today to get up, to get yourself together, to look good, to go exercise, to move your body, to eat the right things. You and watch in the same moment that you make the decision to do all the right things, all of a sudden you get 50,000 coupons for free shit that you know you shouldn't be eating. Or every time you start realizing, damn, I'm trying to do all the right things and I'm now I get sick and I have to stay in my bed. And now all of my energy is drained. And it's right when you commit to yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be things that are trying to slow you down. And um that's why I try to explain to everybody, this is all energy. It's all energy. And the more you start to understand what's trying to stop you, you'll start to understand how to like counteract that and start moving in a better place and like use it to your advantage, right? And that's that Queen of Swords energy. She knows better, so she's gonna do better. She's gonna read you fulfilled. She's gonna read right through your games. And I feel like for some of you, you could have either been dealing with people where everybody just felt like it wasn't enough. It was good, but it wasn't enough. Or they were perfect for you in the season, but you would outgrow the seasons with these people, and then it will start to become a burden, or you would just get overwhelmed by the idea of a person. Because I like the way I feel this energy, they've been lugging around a lot of disappointment, a lot of stuff, right? And they're constantly wanting to be somewhere they're not. Like her face is like, if only. You know what I'm saying? Like longing for something different or longing to be somewhere else and feeling disappointed by not only their actions, but their fear, right? With the devil here, it's like allowing the fear to hold them back from going towards something new because it's new, or going towards something they feel guided to go towards because, well, what do they think about it? What if they're not interested, or what if they're not going to be as invested, or maybe they're involved in something. For some of you guys, this is a third party situation and you're like waiting for this person to get out of it so that they can come around and be for you. Like there's so much here that tells me whatever it is, this person, it's like you're waiting for something to free up to come towards you. But spirit is like, or you can just start working on you and this person just comes towards you a lot faster. There's shit that is speeding up here. And if this is you coming into a relationship with this person, spirit is working through them to drop the, but they're not going to be all the way healed. You guys are going to trigger each other through some of this baggage. And those that are in connection, you're going to have moments where you're going to feel like, is the grass greener? And spirit is going to tell you every time to pay attention to where you are. Grow where you sow your seeds. Focus on where you sow your seeds. Invest in where you are. And that's how things will grow. That's how from this seed it becomes this tree. So there's something about this where it's like you're really questioning things, or you're questioning your connection to someone. You like, and for, you know what's so crazy? For some of you, you don't even have a face to this feeling. You just feel the feeling, but there's no actual face. Like there's no person specifically that you can say, well, maybe it's this one, or it could be this one, or I don't know, because you just have a feeling. And that's what this is. You know your person's coming. This is chemical. This is chemistry, baby. Like there's something about this that feels like, oh my God, I feel them so deeply, but I don't fully know, like I don't see them. But I feel like for some of you guys, it's a feeling that you have to investigate. You have to, you got to see where it goes. And that's the truth. There's that queen to the king. Like you both need to get to this point. But I feel like it was about whether you're willing to fight for it, whether you're willing to go for it, to seek out what it is that you're owed. I'm telling you, there's something about this reading where this feels owed to you. Like this is dharma. You're about to get this blessing. And it's because there's much to learn here. There's much to grow from here. And that's how you two go on this journey together. Holy shit. You got the Empress with the Chariot, the Lovers, and the Emperor. Like I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Somebody is saying I'm on the way. Oh my God. This is so dope. This is so cool. Let's go ahead and pull a love and romance. I want to also see whoever you're not in communication with, we'll kind of check in on that too. But let's go ahead and see it. Now I'll pull signs and tell you guys what signs I'm reading. You are very nice. Well, thank you. I'm inviting you to Russia. That is funny. Venus to Venus. Hello, hello. I do not know how to say. I don't even want to try to butcher it. All right. So we have keep an open mind. This person, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. There's something about this person that you're going to feel like there's no way. Like when I tell you the confirmation in this reading, there's something about this that feels like there's no way. There's no way this could be right. But it works. And it works because something is not going to let you run from it. We have attraction. Yep. Something is not going to let you run from it. And look, at the bottom it says, let your guides help you. Heart-to-heart conversations and wedding with soulmate. There's something about this you're not going to be able to run, even if you try. And it's because of who they are to you. And that's why I said, for some of you guys, well, not some of you, for whoever I'm doing this reading for, when it's this predestined, they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to be able to really like cause any kind of real trauma in your life. The only pain you really feel is the fact that you guys are at a distance, or they haven't quite come into you yet. So you feel a longing for them, but it's something about when it comes together, that's what lets you know, like, holy shit, this is what I've been searching for. And your soul will show you faster than your flesh will. Your soul will show you because no matter what, you can't run. True love at the bottom of the deck. You're going to feel like there's no freaking way. This is all too good to be true. There's no way. What, like, show me. Where's the red flags? Show me the problems. Like, you're going to be looking for that. And there's the red flags that you're going to feel are the issue is actually the very thing that's going to help you break through all your fears, all your uncertainties, all the stuff that makes you question you, the type of person you are, who you want to be, and the space that you're in. This is a lot of mental too. Like, all the overthinking, it makes you become more present. It really knocks you into a new version of yourself to become this empress. It puts you in the place to become the emperor, the empress, to be the leader, to be the nurturer, to help each other grow. You guys force each other into this position. This is strategy, baby. This is crazy. So let's see what signs you are dealing with, and then we'll pull a message for who you are. What is it? Whoever you're not in communication with. So let's see. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Taurus, Libra, Cancer, more Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius here, Pisces, Leo. I think I said Aries already. I see Sag here, Virgo, Capricorn. Those are the main signs that I'm seeing, but understand that this is a general reading. They could be operating out of their sun sign, their moon sign, their rising, depending on the day, the time. It could be any of those signs. Hold on now. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's go ahead and pull a message. All right, for those who are not in communication with your person, let's see what is going on. If you are not in communication with your person, let's see what's going on. Oh, now one stuck open. Okay. All right, so if you're having difficulties communicating with somebody, let's see what they would want to say. Okay, We have the hangman. They're stuck right now. They can't really come to you yet. Nope. The Nine of Wands. You could have them blocked, or you may not have met them yet. I feel like there's something about this person that's a little bit guarded as well. Or they're just stuck in a place. They have a... It's like they're focused on their stability right now. There's something about coming out of something. They could have just recently got divorced or recently come out of a long-term relationship. Hold on. There's a smirk on his face. For some of you, you know who this is. They're just not that trusting. And it feels like they're just not that trusting. Queen of Swords, nope. They feel they can't really give you, they can't offer you anything right now. And they feel like you deserve more, so they just kind of stay at a distance. I also feel like there's something about you. Yeah, Empress. They look at you. I was just about to say, there's something about you that feels like they know your story, or they watched enough to know that you deserve more, so they won't come until they're ready. And they put themselves on a break. Like they took themselves out of the game. They took themselves out of the running right now because they know that they have some growth to do. And that's when they'll come in. With the Empress under the Hangman, this tells me they're preparing themselves, but they feel like they're not where they need to be. And Spirit won't allow this person to come in until they're right for you. They're not going to let them come in with all that baggage. And that's why the Nine of Wands is crossing the Empress. Like, I'm not going to let you come in because you're going to move this person out of that energy and they're not deserving of that. That's crazy. How I have the High Priestess on both decks. On the bottom of both, we have the High Priestess. That's crazy. That's how I know that this stuff is, like, the connections are intertwined. Like, you two are very similar. It's crazy. I really need a reading so bad. I will put my information in the description box. If you want to book a reading, I am available for personal readings. I'll put my information in the description box. So if you are in the box, so if you are interested, you'll be able to send me a message there. Okay. But we do have the Knight of Pentacles here and the Moon. Okay. There's something about this that feels like, it's slow moving. You could be dealing with a Virgo here, a Pisces, a Taurus, a Libra, a Cancer, an Aquarius, Sagittarius. I feel Aries too. I keep feeling Aries. There's something about this that feels like, I know I'm taking too long. Like somebody is aware that they're taking too long. That's why that Eight of Wands came up. Like, don't be surprised if somebody reaches out to you and they're like really slow to respond after. Like they don't know what to say, or they're worried that you're going to be slow to respond. They feel like they want to watch you, see how you're moving, and then come and see you. Or come and they may even use somebody that you know to send you a message, or to kind of put some feelers out there. That's why I feel like you may know this person. If this is somebody that you don't know, there's something about this person watching you from a distance before they come in. So you may frequent a place and this person is there often. You may not really notice them too much, or you'll see them every once in a while. This person is plotting their move to come and make a move. They're just waiting for the right time. They could feel like you have like resting bitch face. Like there's something about you that feels like, do not approach me. But that may not be the case. You may just protect your energy. There's something about this person that feels like you are really guarded, or you don't give them like, hey, I'm friendly kind of energy, so they don't know to come and talk to you. So this could be somewhere that you go often, like a coffee shop, a grocery store, the gym, Now, if I saw like Four of Wands, Knight of Wands, I would have been like maybe partying and stuff, but that does not, maybe a bookstore, something to do with animals. It could be something around animals. You may see them like outside at a park. You guys could go to the same place. You can bike at the same location. There's something about that. You could be like on a bike or have an interest in cars. But there's similarities. There's a reason. There's something that you both are invested into where you will meet at the same place because of something you're both a hobby or something that you do for your physical or for fun that this person they frequent. You may meet them there too. She said the dog park. Hey, I'm telling you, because there's animals here. There's something about animals. So that could be the case. But I feel like this person is waiting for the right time. They have a lot of hidden feelings, but it is because they watch you from afar. I also feel like there's something about them having a lot of like telepathy. Like they think of certain songs and this reminds them of you, or this makes them like feel giddy. Like it makes them feel like warm and fuzzy inside. Because he has this smirk and I can't stop looking at this smirk on his face. That's crazy. Tell me more. The star, Aquarius energy. There's something about this person that feels like, I don't know if it's that they feel like you're healing to be around, or there's something about your energy where you just feel really light. Like they feel like, man, I know the minute I talk to this person, like I'm gonna feel on top of the world. Or there's something about you where they've maybe had like a couple of conversations with you where they feel like you always know what to say, or you always, it's like you're light. There's something about you having this light about you, because somebody's saying light bright. Somebody could even call you that. You know how people, when they don't know you, they always find the cheesiest shit to say, and you'd be like, okay, you tried it. So they could have like something like really cheesy to say, but it works, right? Because it's them. It works. But there's something about you where you like light up a room, where this person could be like an introvert, you're the extrovert. And you may not even know that about yourself. You may feel like, no, I stay to myself. I don't look for attention. I don't look for nothing like that, but you just demand a room. There's something about you being the light in their room. They don't care about nothing else. You're the light to their life, or the light in their room when you walk in theirs. Tell me more. Oh my God. This person is low-key a little intimidated by you. They feel like there's something about you that you either got your shit together, you got your money right, like you look good, you smell good, there's something about your eyes that could be really alluring, or they love the way you do your lipstick. For my girls, for my guys, you can smell really good. You can have broad shoulders. There's something about the way you stand. I don't know. You could like puff your chest out. Like I see that too. There's something about this where someone feels intimidated because you have someone that's kind of sitting like this and the other person's like standing strong, very militant also. Somebody could have been in the military or could be in the military. Take that how it resonates. But like he has gear on. I feel like if this is somebody in the military, this is somebody that watches you from afar and they're waiting till they come back. They feel like they can't get to you. And when they do, they're going to let you know. Yep. This person feels like they were forced to take this time out. Oh my God. I feel like they think that they feel like they may not be good for you. Somebody's intimidated. Oh my God. Yes. They want to make sure that they have something to offer you. They want your life to be better because of them. They don't want to take away from your life. So whoever this is somebody that really thinks about this connection. They really want to protect you. They want to be that protector, security for you. Or this could be like a police officer or like somebody that wears a uniform. This is someone that wears a uniform. I don't know to what capacity, but that's what I'm getting. But this person, they want to talk to you. They feel a lot of love for you. They want to offer this to you with the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. They want to, it's like they just don't want to take any chances. And if this is somebody you know that you've kind of been like on and off with, or this is somebody at a distance where you can't really, um, it's like you're telling them like, you know what, I'm not chasing them no more. They're going to have to come to me and come to me correct, right? You could have put that out, right? You could have made your intentions. You said, listen, I am not waiting around for this. If that is the case, this person is going to come back around, but they are waiting for the right time. It could be by the next full moon, because there's giving me full moon energy for some of you guys. I'm also getting 4 months. February or in 4 months. Take it how it resonates. This is a timeless read, but from when you watch this reading, that's the energy that I'm getting. Okay. What if they could speak to them, what would they like to say? What would they like to say, Spirit? This could be somebody that has a stutter. I don't know why I'm getting that. Like when they get nervous, they get like a little bit of a nervous stutter. Or there's something about when you meet them, there's something about when they're drinking their drink, they could like spill it because they're nervous. This is a nervous, anxious person. But they're going to try to play it cool. But you're going to be able to see right through that, collective. Okay, it says, I wish I could take back my words. This is the person at a distance here. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. That's the moon energy, like the dreaming. That's the high priestess, being like wishing they can tell you things and like telepathically sending you messages, speaking to you through music, having dreams or trying to like reach you over the airwaves but not being able to physically see you, so they're trying to get you like call your energy in so that you reach out to them. Like that's what this person is doing. But you could be like moving on with your life for some of you, or trying to build a life somewhere else and closing the door on them, and they're realizing this, and this is hurting them. Like if because we don't wait, right? I don't believe in waiting around for anything. You keep living your life, and if it's meant to be, this is going to happen, and it's going to happen quickly. And for some of you guys, there's somebody here that feels like that door is getting ready to close, and they're trying to like they know that their lack of growth or the how slow they're moving is what's making them, it's like making you either lose interest in the whole idea of them, or they fear what it's like healing, like that feels too much. Like they don't want to feel that much, but it's crushing them to stay behind too. This is like the craziest story. Yeah, look, you don't know how hard it is, how hard it was to let you go. This person, they're never going to forget you. They're never going to be able to leave you alone. Even if you don't talk to them energetically, they're going to always hold on. And it said, I speak to you through music. I told you, and I want to be more than friends, but I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. You guys are going to be meeting somebody, and it's like, whoever this is, it's like you have multiple storylines. You have somebody in your life where you feel like you've been waiting for them to get it together. There's a lot of push and pull. And for those of you, I feel like you're deciding to continue to do the work, moving on, knowing that, you know, there's always going to be new opportunities out there for you. And I don't know if y'all believe this or not, but I believe that soul, like if I have a soul's journey with a specific entity, a specific person, the face and the body don't matter. Like I could be with you today, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you think that John isn't going to be able to be that for me? I'm just saying. I feel like you could have met someone, had a really deep connection with them, but they weren't it. But they were meant to lose you. And then you meet your one. And somebody is stuck. And I feel like this is someone that is internally struggling with spirit about this spiritual lesson with you. And then there's others of you that are moving on to meeting your person that you're meant to experience. That's why it's like rapid fire. Things are happening quickly because you spent so much time waiting and it's not working. So it's like, okay, well, it's time for you to move on. And when you're moving on, you're meeting someone that suits you. And they're going to make you grow. They're going to force you to get through some things. But I feel like this is speeding you up for the big reveal, which is this person that you're supposed to be coming into union with. But I feel like you have somebody that's fighting it. They're fighting it with everything they have. Knowing that they need to get here anyway, they're fighting it every step of the way. And I feel like that's why Spirit is handing them their ass to kiss. Like, no, you're going to wake up, you're going to grow up, you're going to heal, you're going to get what you need to get done because this offer needs to be given. So let's go. 4 of Swords. Like, this is like somebody's ego dying. Somebody is like relinquishing their pride. And this is what's pushing them where they need to be. But there's something about this where it's like this version of this person has to die off in order for the best version of them to move through this with you. This is somebody that has to watch you be in a relationship with someone else while they're in a relationship with someone else. And you guys never really got it off the ground, but you had to let them go. And you could have tried to be friends with them, but it would never work. That ain't gonna last. I'm just telling y'all now. That ain't gonna last. This person's gonna come back around because they can't be without you. As cheesy as it sounds, they can't. There's something about them needing you in their life. This person could even be watching tarot, trying to see, like, is this person really, are they really gone? Are we really just gonna be friends? Are we really not gonna have anything anymore? Yeah, look, I'm not available. But I want to tell you how I feel. So you're dealing with somebody, if you're not in communication with the person, you're dealing with somebody that wishes that they could talk to you. They wish that they could be with you. They just haven't quite figured out how to because they have a lot of burdens with someone who's holding them. And they can't quite get out of it just yet. But Spirit's about to force this along. Because this person needs to talk to you. So if you have them blocked or you just told them, like, don't come to me with all that mess, I don't want the drama, go live your life, they're going to wait till they come out of it because they respect you. They look at you like the Empress. They respect you. So at some point, they're going to come and speak to you. But there's something about you moving on with your life. And they're like, I can't be friends with you. I know I'm the one that's not available. I know I was the reason, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to be coming out of that. And they're sending you signs. They were intimidated by you, honey. They sure were. They left you before you could leave them because they were intimidated. And this could be an air sign, an earth sign. That's what I'm getting. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And there's something about this where it's like they have to bury themselves into everything else just so they don't feel for you. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, anything else? Let's see. What else can we tap into? Let me pull a angel number. Give me some guidance for the collective, Holy Spirit, when it comes to this person. Give me some guidance message when it comes to this person that the collective needs to know, like, why they came into their life. What can they know? What do they need to know? What can we tell them to help them? 11. I'm telling you, this is crazy. This is crazy. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Like, I can't make this shit up. I cannot. And this literally says the spirit realms. It says, apply honesty and light daily. This is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up for the best is yet to come. And this is 0606 if you're wondering what the angel number is. Definitely pay attention to the signs because they're definitely all around trying to tell you that you're so close to getting what you want. From all of that you've endured, when it comes to your love life and things like that, for all of it to make sense. Just don't give up quite yet. Don't give up yet. Whatever you do. Hold on, let's pull one from the Divine Mother. I have so many over here because I wanted to play with everything. But now my desk is covered in tarot and oracle. Oh my God. Thank you guys for coming in. I truly enjoy doing this for y'all. I don't think y'all understand. This makes me feel so good. Just to be able to help y'all. And just to like check in, see how y'all doing. So if this is helping, let me know. Okay. Messages from the Divine Mother Spirit. All right, so we have 3. It says, it takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhumane expectation for constant performance. Yo, this is your person. I'm sorry. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you're at odds within yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being. Do it now. This is somebody that is literally fighting themselves. They're fighting themselves because they're trying to make things fit where it doesn't fit. It says, there is not always a need to try and grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to just let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where you want to invest your energy. Choose to be kind to yourself. So right now, I feel like that's you. You're like, hey, you could want this, but if it's not right for me, I'm not going to continue to invest. I'm not going to wait either. I'm going to put my energy into things that are not only feeding me, but making me feel good. And we're able to share that energy back and forth. Anything else that pulls for me, but isn't giving in return, you're cutting all that shit out. And then we may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences. Yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end and a new dawn shall rise. If that's not confirmation for everything I said, I don't know what is. And I know I say that a lot, but I mean, the messages be messaging. Like, it's always confirming all the tarot. And I hope you understand that half of the time, the pulls that I get from tarot, it doesn't mean exactly what the card essentially means. This is why intuitive reading is a big deal. You can learn how to read tarot. You can go online. They'll have 50 different ways to read a card. But if you sit with the energy, you'll see that some cards don't jump at you the same way. The context in the reading will tell you something completely different. And that is what makes tarot readings so different and so unique to the reader and the collective, the reader and their, the person they're reading for. So just keep that in mind when you're reading tarot. Please don't make life-altering decisions with tarot. Trust your intuition. Tarot is about learning how to speak with your guides and trust your intuition and knowing how the messages fit your life, not you trying to make them fit. I don't know why I felt like saying that disclaimer, but I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I'm going to leave it there because I can't think of what else to pull unless anybody has any suggestions before I close this out. You let me know. Otherwise, yeah, because I didn't cleanse my other deck and I don't want to pull that out if I didn't cleanse it. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. All right, I love you guys. We'll do this again. I probably won't be able to go live until Saturday or Sunday. One of those. But keep an eye out for my information. It will be in the description box if you need a personal reading or anything. And until next time, I love you guys.